Buenos dias. My name is Maria. I'm here at Olvera Street in Los Angeles with my friend Brett, who doesn't know anything about Cinco de Mayo. Hola, amigo.
Hey, I'm Brett.
Brett, tell us, what do you know about Cinco de Mayo?
Well, Cinco de Mayo. It's a Spanish Latino holiday, the Day of the Dead. No, Cinco, 5, the 5th of May, right?
Well, you have the date correct.
So, really, what's the truth? What's it all about, then?
It goes back to May 5th, 1862.
Wow.
Okay? When an army of French troops is brought together by Napoleon III.
Ah, Napoleon, right? I don't know.
Napoleon III to march onto the city of Puebla, okay? But to their dismay, they were met by General Zaragoza and his army, consisting of experienced troops, but very few, and very many inexperienced peasants,
Right.
most of whom didn't even have their own weapons.
Wow.
General Zaragoza and their men were completely outnumbered. I mean, we're talking 4-1.
Those are crazy odds.
Completely.
All right, so I'm totally intrigued now. So tell me, you got to tell me what happened next.
Of course.
What happened?
Okay. They end up winning the battle at Puebla.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But eventually, Mexico lost the war to the French occupation.
So they won the battle of Puebla, but they
Yes.
lost the war.
Yes.
So why does Mexico celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
Essentially, because the victory at Puebla became the inspiration for the Mexicans to fight for their independence.
Really?
Yes.
Crazy.
You know what?
What?
We should ask around. Let's ask what other people think.
Let's do it.
Come
Cool
on.
beans. All right. Excellent.
Do you know what May 5th, 1862 is?
Cinco de Mayo, 1862.
Nice!
It's a holiday.
I'm not sure.
There was some sort of war, correct?
It's my dad's birthday and a holiday.
On Cinco de Mayo, it's your dad's birthday?
I have no clue.
No?
No.
Do you know what happened on May 5th, 1862? May 5th, 1862.
1862 what? The story, remember.
No?
No, story de...
You?
Do you know what today's day is?
May 5th?
¿Cómo se llama?
Es cuando pelearon los mexicanos con los franceses, que porque en ese tiempo los franceses era el gobierno más poderoso que había en el mundo.
I assume it's the independence from Mexico and Spain, right?
America almost turned 86.
So do you know what happened on May 5th, 1862?
It's a good question. I don't, to be honest with you.
Revolution?
Was there a revolution in Mexico? It's not Independence Day, though. There was a revolution.
Mexico fought a war against the French for their independence.
The Mexicans beat the French, Napoleon's army
Yes.
in Puebla.
Yes! That's beautiful.
Yeah.
The Mexicans crushed the French army.
Yeah, it's the Battle of Puebla.
Yeah, can you tell me more about that?
Okay, it's when we defeated the French, and Porfirio Diaz was, he ended up becoming president. But before that, he's the one that led the Battle of Puebla.
Yeah?
Against the French.
The French got their butts kicked by General Zaragoza and this makeshift army of like peasants and infantrymen and cavalrymen, and they actually handed the French their first defeat in 50 years.
The victory of the Mexican troops over the French troops.
Okay, wait. I don't understand why we celebrate Cinco de Mayo here in the U.S. when the battle was in Mexico.
Okay, well, actually, Brett, most people don't know the answer to that question.
Really?
Yeah.
There's so many Mexican people here. It's like, it's become they're part of LA. You can't have LA without Cinco de Mayo or, Latin American customs or cultures or whatnot.
Oh, well, I would assume it's because we have such a large Hispanic population. That would be my guess.
I would say because there's so many Hispanics, Mexicans here.
We're both Spanish majors, so we see the value. That's why we're learning Spanish.
Latinos and Mexicans in America, so it's been able to be celebrated here because it's a free country and people just feel open and they can be able to do it here.
Porque hay habemos mucho mexicano.
Yeah?
Porque hay mucho mexicano aquí de diferentes lugares.
Yeah.
De Puebla, de Guadalajara, de México. Nosotros somos de Michoacán.
Yeah.
Michoacán, sí, Michoacán, México.
It's not that big of a holiday in Mexico, generally speaking. I mean, it's not celebrated all over Mexico, but in Puebla, it is one rip-roaring party.
Because there's a large Mexican population here, especially in Los Angeles.
Why do you think we celebrate Cinco de Mayo here in the U.S.? It's such a huge celebration now.
Okay. The Chicano movement did it because they felt that this was the day that they could finally get together. So this was their celebration.
Viva la raza.
Chicano. What's Chicano?
Chicano is a Mexican-American person, like me.
Right on. That's cool.
So, it goes back to the civil rights movement of the 1960s.
Okay.
Where Chicanos wanted to find a Mexican holiday that best reflected their ideals.
Really?
They were considering two of them. One was September 16th, which is Mexican Independence Day,
Okay.
right? And the other one was Cinco de Mayo.
Really?
So, they chose Cinco de Mayo because the message of Cinco de Mayo is the one that best matched the civil rights movement for the Chicanos here in the U.S.
Really?
Yes.
Siempre descolorida, mariquita mi alma, yo te lo decía, que tarde o temprano mi vida había de ser mía. Mariquita mi alma, yo te lo decía, que tarde o temprano mi vida había de ser mía. Las abajeñas que saben la ley de Dios, que largan a sus maridos por irse con otros dos. Me gustan las abajeñas que saben la ley de Dios, que largan a sus maridos por irse con otros dos. Mariquita mi alma, yo te lo decía, que tarde o temprano mi vida habías de ser mía. Mariquita mi alma, yo te lo decía, que tarde o temprano mi vida había de ser mía.
And what does Cinco de Mayo mean to you?
It's victory, for people fighting for their rights and fighting for what they believe. That's pretty much it.
I don't know what it means to me.
It's like commercialized. It's like a bunch of horse.
Heritage, history.
Yeah.
That's what it means to me.
Am I going to be on TV or something?
Now, what does Cinco de Mayo mean to you?
The celebrations of the Mexicans.
Cinco de Mayo is a time where all Latinos can get together and celebrate our heritage.
What does Cinco de Mayo mean to you? How do you feel about Cinco de Mayo?
Que es muy bonito, o qué puedo decir?
Mexican Day.
I guess it means that, we have the freedom today because of what happened on that date. Even though it's been so long ago, it has, obviously impacted today.
Just the holiday of Mexicans, where I bring my family over here to Alvaro Street every year.
It's a Chicano holiday for Mexican Americans. And
You know, it's a time so we can celebrate our heritage.
Symbolizes what they stand for, their pride, and gives them a reason to carry on.
In your celebration of Cinco de Mayo, what do you do to celebrate?
I'm sure what everybody else does, just kind of get together with the family. We have the carne asada, the music. It's really about getting the family together and having a good time. At least that's the way I see it.
Bueno, para mí el 5 de mayo celebra la batalla de Puebla.
What does it mean to you?
Well, I'm glad that they were able to do it because it brings back the heritage better and it gives you a better understanding of your own people.
Las tropas comandadas por el general Zaragoza derrotaron a los franceses.
It means I'm glad that Mexico was victorious over the French. Otherwise, everybody in Mexico would be speaking French, I guess.
Any special dishes that you have during Cinco de Mayo?
I like mole. I like mole.
Really?
Yeah. I like my mom's mole.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Ay, cuando te haga, haz un recuerdo de mí.
Look, this is just a mango-shaped lollipop dipped in chili, powdered chili. With the plum inside.
Dude, I'm so hungry right now.
So what we're gonna have is the mole poblano.
Okay.
This is specific to Puebla. So where Cinco de Mayo essentially originated the battle of Puebla, that little pueblito is where this mole is from. So in Puebla, traditionally it's turkey and chicken smothered with mole.
Why does it take so long to make it?
Because each one of the ingredients needs some type of preparation.
Really?
Well, most of them, like the almonds or the peanuts, usually roast them themselves. They roast the chiles, they roast the all of the seeds.
All right, so what other ingredients go into the mole?
There's 3 different types of chiles. Also have garlic, sugar.
I love garlic.
Really?
Sugar's good too.
Well, there you go. Sugar, salt and pepper,
Good
dry
stuff.
roasted peanuts, almonds, tortillas. I put a little bit of tortilla in there to make it a little bit thicker. And dark chocolate. How about that? That's nice, huh?
Right, it's like dessert and lunch at the same time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Bittersweet.
I'm ready.
You have to save room for
I'm
dessert.
ready.
Yeah? Gracias. Okay, ready? You ready to try it?
Okay. It's good.
Right?
I'm hungry.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it awesome? Do you see the color that it has?
Color?
I mean, the color of the mole. The color with it is, partially due with the dark chocolate.
It smells sweet and it kind of has a cinnamony smell to it. Like
Oh, you mentioned like
a
gingerish?
gingerish, like gingerbread. I don't know, like a cookie smell. Okay, yeah, it's
How
like
spicy is it for you?
not too spicy. It's not
No?
spicy. No,
It's not bad? Really?
It's really good.
Mole
Actually.
poblano. So would you have it again?
Yeah, dude.
Anywhere else?
If
Yeah?
you're treating. No, I don't have it.
Okay. So just do it to the side now. Just sing with me. But add a look. Add a little bounce here.
The government of the Republic will fulfill its duty to defend its independence, to repel foreign aggression, and to accept the struggle to which it has been provoked, counting on the unanimous spirit of the Mexicans and on the fact that sooner or later the cause of rights and justice will triumph. Benito Juárez, 1862.
Would you recognize the names of Benito Juárez or Ignacio Zaragoza?
First one sounds familiar.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure he's somebody important though.
He was like a general or something.
He freed people in Mexico? I don't really know about him.
The name's familiar. I know he was a leader, a Latino leader. That's really all I know about him.
Okay.
Benito Juárez fue el presidente de México.
He was he's from Oaxaca.
Benito Juárez?
No, but I know who Pancho Villa is.
Oh yeah, who's Pancho Villa?
I don't know.
No.
Who is Benito Juárez?
He was the only, in fact, he is the only indigenous that has been voted to presidency of North and South America.
Benito Juárez, he is really an incredible president. He's the first indigenous president to be elected to North or South America.
Do you know who Ignacio Zaragoza is?
No.
No.
No?
No.
He was something like Zapata and Pancho Villa.
General Ignacio Zaragoza.
No, you got me there too. Is this a quiz?
That's a street in Mexico, I know.
General Zaragoza.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of that one.
Zaragoza and his makeshift army defeated the French, and the French were unable to help the Confederate Army in the United States defeat the Union Army. So it's pretty amazing how Cinco de Mayo 1862 helped the Union Army in the United States defeat the Confederate Army.
What do you think is the difference between Cinco de Mayo and the Mexican Independence Day?
It's supposed to celebrate like our national, like our 4th of July.
Uh-huh.
It's not exactly Cinco de Mayo.
Okay. Do you know when?
I forget.
The Mexican Independence Day and Cinco de Mayo? No, really, I can't.
The difference, I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't really think there is any difference. People view it the same way. Some people don't understand why they celebrate it. It's different for each person.
I don't, but would you be able to tell us?
Same thing to me.
I just know that the Cinco de Mayo is basically a batalla, a war in Puebla.
Can you tell me the difference between Cinco de Mayo and the Mexican Independence Day?
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo is more of our holiday. You know, they don't really celebrate it as much in Mexico. It's a time for, like I said, Chicanos to celebrate our heritage.
No, but that's about all I can show you about Cinco de Mayo for one day. I think you've been doing pretty good, though.
I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for more. I mean, after the mole, after learning about Cinco de Mayo, what it means to everybody, the Mexican Independence Day, General Zaragoza, you know.
Benito Juarez.
Yeah, no,
I know,
exactly.
I know. But I think we should probably call it a day, especially with the dancing. I'm done.
Oh, yeah?
What do you think? Come on.
Well, what?
Let's talk about Las Pascuas.
Tell me more.
So, it all happened when? Back in the day, a long time ago. Have you ever had authentic Mexican candies, which are tamarindo?
No.
Have you ever had tamarindo? Okay. Oh, I should have brought one. I had one at home.
I'm white boy.
It's okay. I'm gonna help you out.
Let me hear something.
No, let's go this way.
Let's go this way.
No, come on.
You go.
Pascuas. So they chose Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Because the message of Cinco de Mayo is essentially the one.
Cinco de Mayo? Yeah, and hey, space, right here. This is my box.